In the last video, we discussed about scalar product. So, if two vectors, after doing that result, after doing the scalar product, we are getting a scalar quantity. Even though both are vectors, but when we are finding the product of those vectors, we are getting a scalar quantity. And here we will discuss about vector product. Vector product. So the word from that, these two words itself, it is clear that the result will be a vector quantity. So if A and B are two vectors, A vector, this is another vector B, and if they are making an angle theta, so the vector product of two vectors is defined as, you cannot read it as A into B, you have to read it as A cross B. A cross B. Okay. What you have to do? You have to read it as vector A cross B. So we will read it as A cross B is equal to, this defined as modulus of A into modulus of B into sin theta into n cap, where n cap is a unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing A and B. Okay, it's very important. N cap, what is n cap? Unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing vector A and B. Okay. It will be a unit vector, magnitude will be 1. What is the speciality again? It will be perpendicular to both A and B. Okay. Is it clear? So that is how we are defining vector product. It is given by modulus of A into modulus of B into sin theta into n cap. Okay. Is it clear? Now we can find what is I cross J. How we will get that we can discuss. No, we discussed there I, J, K, everything. No. So here X, Y and Z axes are the I cap and J cap and K cap are the unit vectors along X, Y, Z directions respectively. We have to find what is I cross J. So how to find I cross J? So we can write I cross J is equal to, we will write modulus of I into modulus of J into sin, what is the angle between I and J? It is 90 degree. 90 degree into unit vector perpendicular to I and J, you will get it as K. Okay. So we will get I cross J is equal to modulus of I is 1, modulus of J is 1, this is also 1. So we will get I cross J is equal to K. Similarly, J cross K, what you will get? J cross K, same way we can write modulus of J into modulus of K into sin 90 I cap. So you will get J cross K is equal to I cap, again K cross I, same way we can write modulus of K into modulus of I into sin 90 into J cap. So we will get modulus of, K cross I is equal to J cap. So we can say that it obeys right hand screw rule, which means I cross J, if you do what you will get? You will get K in this direction. Again J cross K, what you will get? You will get I, and K cross I, you will get J. But if it is in reverse direction, it will be negative. Why? I cross J will be, you will get K, but J cross I will be minus K, because A cross B is equal to minus B cross A. Okay. A cross B is not equal to B cross A, or we can say A cross B is equal to minus B cross A. That's why I cross J will be I cross J. If you are getting K, J cross I you will get it as minus K. Okay. So in this direction it will be positive if like this. J cross I will be minus K. Again I cross K will be minus J and K cross J will be minus I. Okay. So right in this anti-clockwise direction it will be positive and clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction it will be positive and clockwise direction it will be negative. Okay. Is it clear? So we can say to find the direction of vector product, we can say we can use right hand screw rule. So if we are moving from one vector to another vector, if we are showing, that tip shows the direction of the resultant vector. Okay. Is it clear? Understood? No. That's why we are telling that when it moves from I cross J, if you are finding I cross J, that tip will move in this direction. No. Downward direction or upward direction. Accordingly, we can find that. Okay. Is it clear? So it's very simple. I cross JK, J cross I, all those, this direction. Anti-clockwise direction positive, clockwise direction negative. I cross J plus K, J cross K plus I, K cross I plus J. Again opposite direction. J cross I minus K, I cross K minus J and K cross J minus I. Okay. Is it clear? If you remember this, you can solve any problem based on this. Now we can see vector product in rectangular components. Okay. In rectangular components, how we can find the vector product. Okay. So shall we discuss that one? Product in rectangular components. Vector products in rectangular components. So we are considering two vectors. First vector A is equal to Ax I cap plus Ay j cap plus Az k cap. And another vector B is the Bx I cap plus By j cap plus Bz k cap. So we have to find A cross B. What we have to do? We have to find each Axi cross Bxi plus Axi cross Byj plus Axi cross Bzk. So like that each term we have to do, no? Isn't it? So for that one easier method is there, that is known as determinant method. So what it is known is that if we have to find A cross B, first we will put two lines. This we will say it as determinant. Okay. So in that we can arrange them in rows and columns. So first row will be I, J, K. It will be written as I, J and K. Now we are finding A cross B. So corresponding to A, what is the I component that we are writing here? And J component we will write here and K component we will write here. So we will write AX, AY and AZ. Same way corresponding to B, we are finding A cross B. Now A part over. Now what it is B? Corresponding to B, we can write BX, BY, BZ. Okay. This we will call it as determinant. No doubt, no need to worry. Next year in maths, you will study one chapter completely. It is related to determinants and some various properties are there. All those you can study. But presently, for the time being, whatever it is needed, that we will discuss now. Okay. So this is known as determinant. Is it clear how to represent A cross B? So in order to write A cross B, what we did? We made two lines. Then first row we written I, J, K. That will be same for all any vector product. First line will be I, J, K. And second, whichever vector is that, its X, Y, Z component we have to write. Here we are writing A, that's why AX, AY, AZ we have written. Next BX, BY, BZ. Now how to find the result? To find the result, what you have to do is that I. So when you took I, no need to bother about this. This line, this column and this row can be eliminated. Okay. This column and this row. Here already we took it as I. So I into, so this column and this row can be avoided. Now what else left? This part left. No, this part only left. No, here this part only left. Now what we have to do is that this into this minus this into this. Okay, but we have to write AY BZ minus AZ B1. Okay, is it clear? I we took, when we are taking I, that row containing that element and that column containing that element should be avoided. So no need to bother about this and this. Now only this part left. Here we have to do this into this, AY into BZ minus AZ into B1. For next term, we have to take it as negative. Alternate positive and negative we have to take. Okay. There is rule is that why we have to take alternate positive and negative, everything it is there in maths. But presently if we discuss, one period is but half an hour is not sufficient. More than that it is needed. So just whatever is needed for presently, that only we are discussing. Alternate positive and negative will be there. So first term is positive, so second term will be negative. So next we have to take minus j. Okay, now this part over. Now what we have to do? So the row containing j, and column should be avoided. This no need to bother. Now what else left? AX, AZ, BX, BZ. So AX into BZ minus AZ into BX. Okay. AX into BZ minus AZ into BX. Okay. Now the last part, what it is? Next step, positive plus K. This over. This part over. No need of considering this row and this column. Now what else left? AX into BY minus AY into AX into BY minus AY into B. The same result if you get, if you cross multiply like this also. AX I cross BXI. AXI cross BYJ. AXI cross BZK. Similarly plus AYJ cross BXI. AYJ cross BYJ. AYJ cross BZK. Like that if you do also you will get the same result. Okay. So this is our result. Okay. So no need of by hearting this also. Only you should represent in determinant method. Later on whatever numbers or values are given, accordingly you can find it. So no need of by hearting this result also. Understood? No? Okay. So one more thing I forgotten to tell you. I cross j and j cross k, everything we written. And what is I cross I? What will be I cross I, j cross j and k cross k? What it will be? I cross I will be modulus of I into modulus of I into, what you will get? Modulus of I into psi 0. No. Into unit vector and cap, whatever it is. What is this? Sin 0 is 0, so you will get a 0 vector. So here all you will get a 0 vector. Okay. I cross I will be 0 vector, j cross j will be 0 vector, and k cross k also will be 0 vector. Understood? Is it clear? Okay. So now we will discuss the geometrical meaning of vector product. What is the geometrical meaning of vector product? So two vectors are there. One vector A and another vector B. They are making an angle theta. Okay. If you construct a parallelogram, okay, so this also will be, we can write P, Q, R. So we constructed a parallelogram with this vector. So if you draw perpendicular from here, we can mark it as Rn. So what is the value of Rn? Rn will be equal to B sin theta. No? Any doubt? Rn will be is equal to b sin theta. Why? Because this is b, this angle is theta, so sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. If you want, you can write sin theta is equal to nr by OR, or nr is equal to OR into sin theta. OR is having magnitude b, so we can write b sin theta. Okay, is it clear? So if we are finding the area of parallelogram, area of parallelogram is equal to, what you can write? OP into R. No? Area of parallelogram is equal to OP into Rn, or OP is A and Rn is b sin theta. So AB sin theta is the area of parallelogram. Okay. And if we are finding A cross B, what we will get? If we find A cross B, we will get modulus of A into modulus of B into sin theta into n cap. Or we can write it as modulus of A is A itself, modulus of B is B itself, sin theta into n cap. So if we are finding the magnitude of vector product, what you will get? We are finding the modulus of A cross B. Okay, so what you will get? When you are finding modulus of A cross B, modulus of A is A itself, modulus of B also B will not change, sin theta into modulus of n cap. What is the magnitude of n cap? Since n cap is a unit vector, its magnitude is 1. What you got? AB sin theta. So here also result is AB sin theta. So from that part you can say that if two vectors are there and if they are represented as adjacent sides of a parallelogram, if you are finding the vector product of those vectors and if you are finding the magnitude of the vector product as those two vectors are the adjacent sides of a parallelogram. So if you are finding the magnitude of the vector product, that will be equal to area of parallelogram. Okay, so that is the significance of geometrical significance of vector product. Okay, same way we can write area. If you are finding area of triangle, will be equal to area of triangle. This you can write area of triangle OPR. Area of triangle OPR is equal to half into AB sin theta. Okay, or we can write half into modulus of A cross B. So if you want to find the area of triangle in such a way that two vectors are given and they are the sides of the triangle, so area of the triangle will be half into, you can find the vector product of those two vectors, and if you find the magnitude of the vector product and divided by 2, that will be equal to area of triangle. Okay, is it clear? And sometimes they may ask you to find a unit vector perpendicular to both vectors. Okay, so how to find a unit vector perpendicular to both vectors A and B? We know that A cross B is equal to modulus of A into modulus of B into sin theta into n cap. Okay, so this n cap is a unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing A and B. Okay, it will be perpendicular to both A and B. So we can find n cap, a unit vector perpendicular to two vectors will be given. Okay, some values will be given. Find a unit vector perpendicular to both. So how to find? You can find A cross B. So A cross B divided by modulus of A into modulus of B into sin theta. So in that case, we can find a unit vector perpendicular to both. Okay, and sometimes they will ask, check the whether vectors are parallel or anti-parallel. So how to check two vectors are parallel or anti-parallel? If theta is equal to 0 degree, we can say that vectors are parallel. No, parallel vectors. And if theta is equal to 180 degree, they are anti-parallel. So in both cases we can say A cross B will be, what will happen to A cross B? A cross B you will get a 0 vector. Why? Theta sine 0 and sine 180 is 0. So we can say two vectors are parallel or anti-parallel, or two vectors are collinear. If the vector product of two vectors is 0, they will be collinear, and if scalar product of two vectors is 0, the two vectors will be perpendicular. Okay, is it clear? Now we can discuss some problems based on this. Okay, so we can find the vector product of two vectors 2i plus 3j plus k and I plus j plus 5k. Find the vector product of the vectors, or you can write A is equal to this, B is equal to this. I have to find A cross B. They will specify A cross B or B cross A, not like that. Okay. Find vector product means either we can find A cross B or B cross A, but they will specify whether you have to find A cross B or B cross A. So you can write find both A cross B and B cross A. Okay. If they ask you to find both. So first of all we can start with A cross B. So to find A cross B, first we have to write, I told you we have to draw two lines, that is determinant. There I, j, k, first row we have to write it as I, j, k, and next corresponding to 2, here we are finding A cross B, so 2, 3, 1, third 1, 1, 5, no, 1, 1. Okay, now we have to start I into this, we have to avoid, then this into this minus this into this. So 3 into 15, sorry 3 into 5 minus 1 into 1. You can write 3 into 5 minus 1 into 1. Next term is negative, minus j into this, you have to avoid this column, and this row we have to avoid. Now what we have to do? 5 into 2 minus 1 into 1. 2 into 5 minus 1 into 1. Next, plus k into, this can be avoided, 2 into 1 minus 1 into 2. What you will get? I cap into 15 minus 1, 14, minus j cap into 10 minus 1, 9, plus k cap into 2 minus 3, minus 1. What you will get? 14 I cap minus 9 j cap minus k cap. Okay. Now if you are finding B cross A, what happens? I, j, k, 1, 1, 5, 2, 3, 1. No. This is B cross A we are finding. Okay. Again, I into 1 minus 1 into 1 minus 3 into 5. So minus 14. 1 minus 15, you will get it as minus 14. Again minus j into this, you have to avoid 1 minus 9. No. Sorry, 1 minus 10. So you will get it as minus 9. Again plus k into 3 minus 2. You will get as 1. You will get minus 14 I cap plus 9 j cap plus k cap. So you can see that A cross B is equal to minus B cross A. Okay. Is it clear? Understood? No? We will discuss the next problem. A unit vector. Find a unit vector perpendicular to both vectors 2i plus j plus k and 3i plus k. To find a unit vector perpendicular to both the vectors. Okay. So how to find unit vector perpendicular to both the vectors? N cap is equal to a cross b divided by modulus of a into modulus of b into sin theta is 90 degree. So sin 90 because it is perpendicular to both the vectors. No? So we can write a cross b divided by modulus of a into modulus of b. Okay. Is it clear? Because it is perpendicular to both the vectors. So theta will be 90 degree. So a cross b by modulus of a into modulus of b. So first of all we can find a cross b. How to find a cross b? Determinant I, j, k corresponding to a we can write 2, 1, 1, 3, j component is not there, 0, k component is 1. Okay, here 3i plus k. So here 3i is there but j component is not there, that's why we have to write it as 0. Whichever component is absent, that we have to write it as 0. Okay. Now same procedure, what you have to do? I cap into this into this minus this into this. No. Right? 1 into 1 minus 0 into 1 minus j cap into 2 into 1 minus 3 into 1. 2 into 1 minus 3 into 1 plus k cap into this. No need to bother. So 2 into 0 minus 3 into 1. If you are fast enough, no need of writing this step directly, you can write. But one thing is that if you write step by step, if by chance any calculation is wrong also, you may get some marks. Otherwise, directly if you are doing, if you are good enough in maths, no need to worry, directly you can write how I into 1 minus 0, 1. Next minus j into 2 minus 3 minus 1. Like that you can write if you are good enough. Otherwise, better step by step you can write. Okay. So I cap into, so 1 minus 0 is 1 minus j cap into 2 minus 3 is minus 1 plus k cap into 0 minus 3 is minus 3. What you will get? I plus j minus plus minus 3. So this is our A cross B. Now A cross B is only over. Now what we have to find? Modulus of A. How to find modulus of A? Modulus of A is equal to root of 2 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. What you will get? 4 plus 1 plus 1, 6. Root 6. Similarly, modulus of B, what you will get? Root of 3 square plus 1 square. 3 square plus 1 square, 0. It is not there. What you will get? 9 plus 1, 10. So you can substitute here. What you will get? A cross B is I plus j minus 3k divided by root 6 into root 10. Or if you want, you can write I plus j minus 3k divided by root 60. Or that also, if you want, you can write root 60 can be written as root 4 into 15. No, 4 into 15 you can write, so that you can write as 2 root 15. Okay, like that also, if you want, you can simplify. Okay, or at least substitution. If there is a perfect that if you can find the square root of that number correctly, directly you can write. If for example, if it were 100, you can write it as 10 itself. Okay. Otherwise, if you want, you can simplify like this also, and that also you can substitute. Is it clear? Understood? No? We'll discuss the next one. So prove that the vectors A is equal to 4i plus 3j plus k and B is equal to 12i plus 9j plus 3k are parallel to each other. So how we have to show that they are parallel? We have to find A cross B. and if A cross B is a 0 vector, we can write they are parallel. Okay, so we can write, first we can find A cross B. So A cross B is equal to I cap, J cap, K cap, 4, 3, 1, 12, 9, 3. Okay, so I cap into 3 into 3 minus 1 into 9 minus J cap into 4 into 3 minus 1 into 12, 4 into 3 minus 1 into 12, plus K cap into 9 into 4 minus 12 into 3. You will get I cap into 0, J cap into 0, K cap into 0. No? 12 minus 12, 36 minus 36, 9 minus 9. So what you got? You got a 0 vector. You can write A cross B is equal to 0. A cross B is equal to 0. If you are writing 0 is not enough, you have to mention that 0 vector, because here result is a 0 vector. If you write like this, A cross B is equal to 0, it is completely meaningless. You have to mention here A cross B is equal to 0. So the vectors are parallel. Okay. Clear? We will discuss the next one. Find the sine of the angle between the vectors A is equal to 2i plus j plus k and B is equal to 3i plus 2j plus k. Okay, we have to find the sine of the angle. How to find sine of the angle? A cross B is the modulus of A into modulus of B into sine theta into n cap. So if you are finding magnitude of A cross B, what you will get? Modulus of A, modulus of B into sine theta. Modulus of n cap is 1. So we can write sine theta is equal to modulus of A cross B divided by modulus of A into modulus of B. Okay. Here modulus of n cap is there. N cap has unit 1. Modulus of n. It is a unit vector, so its magnitude is 1. So we have to find like this. So first of all we have to find A cross B. No? So we can find A cross B. So that is equal to, again, I, J, K, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1. So I cap into 1 into 1 minus 2 into 1 minus j cap into 2 into 1 minus 3 into 1 plus k cap into 2 into 2 minus 1 into 3. Okay, slowly you can do 2 into 2 minus 1 into 1. I cap into 1 minus 2 minus j cap into 2 minus 3 plus k cap into 4 minus 3. What you will get? Minus I minus plus j. No. Here minus j. Here you will get it as minus 1. Minus 1 into minus j. You will get it as plus j. And here you will get it as minus j. So you got A cross B. Now first part is over. Okay. You got it as, you got A cross B. Now what you have to find? You have to find modulus of A cross B. So k into 4 minus 3 is there. No? So you will get it as plus k. Okay. Not minus k. Sorry. Here you have to get a 4 minus 3. You will get it as plus k. Okay. Now we can find A cross B. Modulus of A cross B. What is modulus of A cross B? Root of minus 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. No. This square, this square, this square. What you will get? 1 plus 1 plus 1. You will get it as 1. Now, what you have to find? Here you have to apply that form. No. Now, modulus of A you have to find. You can find modulus of A. Modulus of A is equal to root of 2 square plus 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. What you will get? 4 plus 1 plus 1, 6. Similarly, modulus of B you can write root of 3 square plus 2 square plus 1 square. So you can write 9 plus 4 plus 1, 40. Okay. Now here you can apply. Here you can substitute. What you can do? You can write here A cross B by modulus of A. So sin theta is equal to A cross B. Modulus of A cross B is the root 3 divided by modulus of A is root 6 into root 40. So you can write root of, you can write completely root of 3 by 6 into 14, or you can write 1 by root 28 can be written as 7 into 4, or you can write 1 by 2 root 7. So this is the value of sin theta. Okay, 1 by 2 root 7. Okay. The area of the triangle formed by the vectors OA is equal to 2i plus 4j plus k, and OB is equal to I plus j. Okay. So we have to find the area of the triangle. So how to find the area of the triangle? If OA and OB are there, we can write half into magnitude of OA cross OB. That will be equal to area of triangle. Equal to area of triangle. Now we can find OA cross OB. OA cross OB is equal to, procedure is same, I, J, K, 2, 4, 1, 1, 1, 0. It is not that, that's why. So I cap into 4 into 0 minus 1 into 1 minus j cap into 2 into 0 minus 1 into 1 plus k cap into 2 into 1 minus 4 into 1. You will get I cap into 0 minus 1, you will get it as minus 1 minus j cap into 0 minus 1, again you will get it as minus 1 plus k cap into 2 minus 4, but you will get minus 2. 2 minus 4, you will get it as minus 2. You will get minus I cap plus j cap minus 2k cap. Okay. So you got the value of OA cross OB. Now what you have to find? You have to find magnitude of OA cross OB. So modulus of OA cross OB is equal to root of 1 square plus 1 square x square plus ay square plus az square. Okay, 1 square plus 1 square plus minus 2 square. So what you will get? 1 plus 1 plus 4. You will get it as root 6. Now what you have to find? Area is equal to half into OA cross. No? Area is equal to half into magnitude of OA cross OB. So that is equal to half into magnitude of OA cross OB is root 6. Okay. So that can be written as root 6 by 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. 1 root 2 can be cancelled. No. Or if you want, you can write it as but root 3 by root 2. Root of 2. Or if you want, you can write root 6 by 2 also. Okay, that much what you have to write is square units. We are not specified whether it is in meters or centimeters. Since we are finding area, we have to write that much square. Okay. So this is the way of solving problems. Understood, no? Sometimes in we are finding the angle, no, sine of the angle like that it is asked. Vectors are given. It's not necessary that you have to use, if they specified only, you have to use vector product. Otherwise, it is easy. You can find by using scalar product. Cos theta you can find, then 1 minus cos square theta is equal to sin square theta. Like that also you can find. Okay, is it clear? So this is the way of solving problems based on vectors, and what is meant by vector product. I think it is clear to everyone, geometrical meaning and how we can solve problems based on this. I hope all of you understood it. If you are having any doubt, contact me. Thank you.